Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. This is Mike with Designs by M, and today we're going to be making a card similar to this one. I created this one last week and I really liked the way it came out, so I thought we would make another one really similar, but just with a little bit of some different colors. So this is really neat. If you can see from the side, there's a lot of dimension to it, so it's a really cool card. I really love this color combo on this card. Awesome. So today we are going to be using a stamp set. This is a new stamp set from Anthony's Papercraft. It is a large stamp set as well, but lots of really nice and lovely designs on here. So we have 4 different sentiments. We do have Hanukkah that's spelled twice because people do spell it different ways. So both of the spellings are listed on there. We got the Torah, we got the Star of David, we have some coins, some dreidels, some jelly donuts, this beautiful package, and the menorah. So we're going to be using a couple of those stamps today. So let me show you what cardstock we're going to use, and as I go through the card, I will let you know about the supplies I'm using as well, but as always, I will have them listed in the description box below. So let's see. For the silver pieces, this piece is 3/4 by 3. I have a 2 by 2 and a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. For the blue cardstock, I have, let's see, this is 1/2 by 2 3/4. I have 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. I have 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 and 4 by 5 1/2. And for my card here, I have 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's a side folding card. And then I do have another piece floating around here somewhere. That is a white piece that we'll be using, which will go here. This is black in this case, but it's white. And that is going to be 1 by 4, which will go across the top. All right, so let me get my stuff out and we will start stamping. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp the star. I'm using some blue ink here. And this is textured cardstock, so I'm going to have to stamp it a couple times. And as you can see, this is a big pad, so kind of not convenient, but it'll work. Just have to stamp it a couple times. This paper is textured as well, so that's the other issue. But with a stamping tool like this, I can go ahead and stamp it as many times as I want in the same exact spot until I get the way I want it. All right, I think maybe one more time. And like I said, this paper is textured, so that's the reason why I'm needing to go over this a few times. That looks pretty good to me. And just to save some time, I already went ahead and stamped out my sentiment that's going to go on the top as well. So let me get all this ink out of the way and we'll go ahead and finish the card. And now, so that this dries before we finish it, I am going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment on the inside. Make sure it's nice and inky. I'm using my favorite ink, which is the VersaFine Black Onyx. I love how crisp it stamps. So let's estimate that in the middle. That looks about good. Give it a second. Ta-da! Perfect. A little mess up there, but that is okay because these are handmade cards. All right, let's move these to the side. And the last thing that I wanted to do is I have this smoky gray ink. And let's see, let's open this card up. And I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper. And we're going to work on this one. And the stamp we're going to use is the coins. All right, so lastly, what I want to do is I want to create a little bit of interest on the background. So I have my big block here, and we're going to be using the coins, and I'm just going to randomly stamp the coins on this cardstock here, and I'm using a light gray ink. Let's see what we got. And again, this is textured cardstock. So in fact, I think I'm going to actually turn it over and use the smooth side. And I just want a little bit of that in the background, because most of this is going to get covered up, so you're not going to see a whole bunch of it. But I thought it would look really cute peeking out. And basically for this technique, all you really want to do is make sure you're turning your stamp and then stamping it down. And I've decided to use the gray just because I didn't want a lot of the I didn't want it really dark. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a kind of a light pattern paper look. And I think that actually will be okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe up my hands and stuff. As you can see, I kind of turned into a Smurf here. And I'll clean up, and then we'll go ahead and assemble the card. All right, now that we have all of our pieces stamped, it's ready to put the card together. So I'm going to take the piece that we just finished with, and I'm going to just apply some of my tape runner on the back of this, like so. And let's see if I can line this up into the center. And that looks about good. All right. And so the next piece I'm going to do is lay this piece across here. So let me throw some tape onto this one. Just a little bit in the center will probably do it. Go here all the way across. Nice. All right, so now we're going to start doing some layers. So this piece will get layered onto this piece, and I'm going to put that directly on with glue as well. As you can see, I did stamp on the back, and then I noticed that this paper was just a little bit too much had a little bit too much texture on it to be stamping on it, and I didn't like the look. So I just flipped the cardstock over and stamped on the back. All right, let's put that in the middle like that. And let's do the same for these two pieces. So let's put some tape on this guy. Put it in the middle of here. If I can get it in the center. That looks about right. And now I think I want to pop this up onto here. So I have some foam squares here. So I will put one there, one there. Let's just see if I can rip this in half so I don't got to get my scissors out. One there and one there. Probably overkill for foam tape, but a little funky. All right, let's put that in the center here, like that. Perfect. Now let's kind of do the same thing for the sentiment here. Put some foam tape on the back of this, and we'll pop this up. actually going to glue this piece on first to here because this piece now has dimension on it and it's sometimes a little bit difficult to lay flat and apply your adhesive when there's dimension on it. So this one's going to go in the center here. So let's estimate the center. Like so. Good. This is going to go here. Like so. Good. And then this guy is going to go here. I'm going to add some foam tape to the back of this too. And see, now that I have all the dimension on it, it'll bend just a little bit as I'm applying this. I should have put this piece down first. So just be aware, if you're doing layers, you really want to apply tape to the flat layer, but I was able to do that. Not a biggie. And we'll put this in about the center of this area, like that. And that looks really cute. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab some bling and we're going to finish it off with some bling, and I'll meet you right back. Alright, so I have some glue. I'm going to use some Ranger Multimedia Matte. I have my jewel picker, which sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I've got a couple different sequins here that I'm going to use, and my Smurf hands. As you can see, I just got a mess today. So I'm going to pick up these and just dip them in the glue. Like I said, sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. Now one there. And we'll dip this one. I really like this glue because it's really strong glue and it dries like the name says, matte. So I don't have any issues with the glue showing after the fact. And I've sent things through the mail with Sequins and they hold really nicely too. So, and I'm having an issue with this one. So if you guys watched any of my videos, you know I don't edit things out. And I don't edit things out because I know that we're all real and mistakes happen, and I'm not going to throw away a card for any little mistakes. So we got those two on, and now these are really cool too. These are really flat. These I got from a friend, so I don't really have a link that I can link them to. So I apologize for that, but any sequins you use are gonna look nice. These are just really subtle. All right, I went ahead and I finished putting on my sequins, and as you can see, there's the finished card. You can tell me in the comments below which one you like better, either the card with the white cardstock or the card with the black cardstock. I really like the contrasts on the black one. So, but leave me a description, or leave me a comment in the description box below which one you like better. And here are the cards for today. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.